Hello, my dear friend. Have you ever wondered how we truly learn? Why do some moments spark a fire of curiosity while others leave us feeling stuck, even paralyzed? Today, let's explore these questions together. And if personal growth, motivation, and inspiration speak to you, subscribe to this channel. This space is about asking questions and figuring things out together. And I'd love for you to join me on this journey. At the end of this video, I'll share a simple yet transformative insight that changed the way I view learning and motivation. It's something I'm still reflecting on, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on this too. Now, before diving into how we learn, let's ask, why does it matter? Why not just let learning happen, enjoying it when it's easy and walking away when it's not? It feels like understanding how we learn isn't just about doing things better. It's about seeing ourselves more clearly. And that's what interests me the most. Think back to a time you learned something new, like riding a bike or dancing at your first party. Did it feel joyful, awkward, a little bit of both? For me, it was swimming. I didn't learn until my late 30s, and every lesson felt like a small battle. I was terrified of the deep water, but I wanted to join my kids in the sea without fear. Each stroke was a reminder of how much growth lives on the other side of discomfort. It's interesting. Learning reflects not just what we can do, but who we are becoming. When we look closely at the process, we can start to notice patterns and maybe guide our growth more intentionally. Now, what triggers learning? Why do some things click effortlessly while others feel like trying to push a boulder uphill? I noticed that for me, it starts with motivation. And motivation can be so many things, right? Fear of failure, the thrill of success, or maybe something quieter like curiosity. When I first started learning tango, I thought it was about mastering the steps. But over time, I realized it wasn't about the steps at all. It was about trust in my partner, trust in my balance, and letting the music guide me. What about you? When you've learned something new, what pulled you forward, necessity or inspiration? And here's the part I find fascinating. As soon as we begin, something shifts. Our brain seems to light up with possibility. Why does that happen? Imagine a world where humans couldn't learn. No fire, no homes, no exploration of the stars. Humanity's story feels like one long thread of curiosity and courage. In ancient times, learning was about watching, copying, and trying. Today, we have endless tools, books, courses, internet. But have we truly made it easier, or have we lost something along the way? When I lived in Mill Valley, California, I hiked to Cascade Falls almost every day. The redwoods never changed, but I did. Each climb reminded me that growth isn't in the big leaps. It's in the quiet, steady effort. I wonder if today's endless access to knowledge sometimes keeps us from those deeper, slower connections, the kind that let us grow alongside others. What do you think? Technology surrounds us, YouTube, podcasts, online courses. It feels like we can learn anything with a few clicks. But why does learning sometimes feel harder than ever? Distractions, notifications, the pressure to always be on. It's something I wrestle with too. What's stopping us from focusing? Is it the noise or maybe something deeper, our own self-doubt? What do you think motivates us to keep going despite challenges? Share your thoughts in the comments. I might even create a separate video on that topic. Here's what I've been reflecting on. True learning doesn't come from just consuming information. It happens when we engage deeply, when we stumble, practice, and keep showing up. Motivation often circles back to one question: why? Why do we do what we do? When I started learning Mandarin, my why was connection. I wanted to be able to speak with the people around me in China. But the hardest part wasn't the grammar. It was showing up as a beginner, mispronouncing words, laughing at myself, and leaning into vulnerability. I remember the first time I ordered a meal in Mandarin in Shanghai. The waiter's confused expression told me I had mispronounced almost every word. But we laughed together, and in that moment I realized something. Being imperfect can be its own kind of connection. What about you? Does fear of failure ever hold you back? I'm learning that when we let ourselves be imperfect, we grow faster. Vulnerability feels hard, but it's also what makes learning and connection so real. What if learning isn't about knowledge, but connection? Connection with others, connection with ourselves, and with the world. When I dance tango, I'm not just learning steps. I'm learning to listen, not just with my ears, but with my whole body. I'm learning to be present, to surrender to the moment, and to trust. I felt this with my kids too, like when my son and I worked on a tough school project. It wasn't just about solving a math problem. It was about showing him we could figure things out together. What do you think? When you take on something new, are you learning a skill or something deeper? And how do we learn? I think it's through meaning. When we connect deeply with why we're doing something, the process feels more natural, more alive. Learning isn't just about facts or outcomes. It's about discovery, about seeing parts of ourselves we didn't know existed. And maybe that's the real gift of learning. Thank you for staying with me until the end. If this video resonated with you, give it a like or share it with someone who might need a little inspiration. And if you haven't subscribed yet, now is the great time. This is a space where we can reflect, grow, and connect together. I can't wait to see you in the next video.